Hello everyone, ATR here, and welcome back to the Hearthstone Beta. Now today, we're not actually going to be doing an arena run. Not because we can't, even though we can't, as you can see my gold right now. Because I did want to take this chance to try something else, and well, I did do it once before, and I want to show it off again. We are going to be playing with our RNG Gods deck. We're going to be praying to RNGesus with a deck that I am still working on. That is completely RNG, or at least as most as it could be. This isn't a deck that is made at random, more than most of the cards in this deck have random effects. So it can either go very, very well, or it can just be horrible. So I'm going to go through it a little bit. We do have about 8 cards in the deck right now that are not RNG, because I cannot fill out an entire deck with cards that have random effects, but, well, we'll work. So Earthstruck is just there to have the silence. Fork Lightning, RNG, it says deal 2 damage to 2 random enemy minions. Then we have the Young Priestess that says give +1 health to a random friendly minion at the end of the turn. We have a golden one there, so yay. The Axe is just too good, so we take it. We have the Knife Juggler, which is after you summon a minion, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. The Mad Bomber, the king of RNG, it says deal 3 damage randomly split between all other characters when it comes into the field. So this can be amazing, or it can screw you over very, very hard. Then we have the Master Swordsmith. It says at the end of the turn, give another random friendly minion +1 attack. Hex is just really good, so we take that. Lightning Storm, it says deal 2 or 3 damage to all enemy minions, so a little bit RNG there. The Demolisher, at the start of your turn, deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Mana Tide, well, we just have that because we want card draw. Mind Control Tech, it says if your opponent has 4 more minions, take control of 1 at random. This has won me some games and has also just gotten me 1/1 tokens, so pretty good. Then we got Tinkmaster Overspark, a very controversial card right now, but it says Battlecry, transform a minion into a 5/5 double soar or a 1/1 squirrel. So you can use this on your own or on his minions, and yeah, it's a random effect. Then we have Stampeding Kodo, destroy a random enemy minion with 2 or less attack. Then we got Gelbin Mechatork. It doesn't actually says random, but it says summon an awesome invention, and I think there's like 4 that you can summon with this guy. He has the one that heals, the one that buffs everything with +1/+1, or well, 1 at random with +1/+1. One that turns a random unit into a chicken, even itself, and then one that gives you cards at the end of the turn. So, little random effect there with this guy. Then we got the 2 big guys. We got Ragnaros, which is at the end of your turn, deal 8 damage to a random enemy. And then Ysera, at the end of the turn, draw a dream card, which I think they're like 5 cards, so it's a random one between those. So all of these have RNG, so as you notice, there are some that don't. However, you may notice that I have 1690 dust, so we're actually going to be creating another legendary for us right now. And I gave it a lot of thought. I mean, I do want to produce the random ones, which we have, I think, 3 left that we can go through. Here we go. Those are all the legendaries. They're still available to be made, so I have very few of them, but I have gotten, well, kind of the better ones. But I'm also focusing on the ones with the random effects, and the ones that we already have Gelbin Mechatork. The ones that we're missing are Sylvanas Windrunner, which is a very good one. It did receive a little bit of a nerf. It used to cost 5, now it costs 6, but still rather good. And it says, it's a 5/5 that says, take control of a random enemy minion when it dies. So, it's pretty good. You see it in a lot of decks. We also have the Elite Tauren Chieftain, not Chieftain. It says, Battlecry, give both players the power of rock with a power chord card. So, it's some cards that are also at random, so a little random effect there that we can use on that guy. And then we have Nat Pagle, which is at the end of your turn, you have a 50% chance to draw a card. Now, I was thinking of going with Sylvanas, but I think I'm actually going to go with Nat Pagle because this card might actually get changed soon. There's a lot of discussion about this card, and they think that it's a little bit too overpowered. Even though it is a random chance, it's very strong early game, so if it gets changed, it means I could actually disenchant it and get my dust back. So I'm gonna go with this guy. I was gonna get it eventually anyways. I did have the plan of going Sylvanas, then Nat Pagal, and then at the end Elite Tauren Chieftain. But I think we'll just take him right now. So let's go ahead and produce Nat Pagal. You can actually fit him in a lot of constructed decks anyways, so he's a good choice to do. So there you go, Nat Pagal. And yeah, so we're going to do a little bit of changes here on our deck on the fly. So now with Nat Pagal, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the Mana Tide Totems. Because, well, even though I do like having card draw, this deck is not about being good, it's about having RNG on our side or not on our side. And there's two other things that I haven't put in here, which, because I was feeling that it doesn't make sense. But, well, it's an RNG deck, it shouldn't actually make sense, and that's the Alarmo Bot, which is a 0/3 for 3 that says at the start of your turn, swap this minion with a random one in your hand. Now, this is very gimmicky, but it could also be very amazing. I mean, hell, in turn 3 we drop it, and then turn 4 we draw a Ragnaros. That could be really awesome. Of course, it could also draw something out like a Young Priestess, which is not going to help us, or hell, even something like Stampeding Kodo, which would not trigger its battle cry and make it a kind of bad. So we're actually going to go ahead and take that. Now, I do have space, or well, I am missing one of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take out one of the Stormforge axes, as good as they are. They only really work in the early game. So yeah, we're going to take that out, put in the Alarmo Bot, and then we're gonna go. So the ladder just reset, so we are at rank 25. We actually haven't done anything, so we're just gonna do this as a little fun series every now and then, because I don't think I'm just gonna be leveling with it. So let's go ahead and play, see if we can get any wins with it. There we go, RNG gods, and let's play. We're currently at chicken, rank 25. Also, I don't know what a good length of this is. I don't know, maybe half an hour. We'll see how the games go, however. Sometimes they take forever, sometimes they're pretty good, so yeah. The RNG can be mitigated a little bit, like for example with Lightning, Fork Lightning. If he has 2 units on the field, you're going to hit both of them, so, you know, you can kind of control that in a way, but that's fine. Okay, so we're going first. I don't think I'm going to want the Hex. Young Priestess is actually fine. I think I'm going to toss her out to begin with. Tankmaster Overspark is not what we want. But unless he goes for the weapon, which he would have to coin into, I think he wouldn't be able to kill it.
Greetings, friend.
Yeah, he would have to coin into the weapon or Earth Shock, something like that, to be able to get rid of the Priestess. Not the strongest play, but might as well play something, right? There we go. So now we actually go with the Knife Juggler. We attack him for 2, and then the Knife Juggler turns into a 3/3, which is very nice. That makes it kind of difficult for him to remove. Even a Forked Lightning is not going to kill the Knife Juggler anymore, so I like that. Next turn, it all depends on what he does. Either Swordsmith or I put up a Totem. I could Fork Lightning, but I doubt that I'm going to need it because he only has 2 mana. And even with 3, unless he summons one of those creatures that bring in 2 things on the field, I'm probably not going to have an opportunity to use Fork Lightning. Now the deck itself, it's not horrible, but again, it's very dependent on the RNG. I mean, it is also very dependent on me being able to mitigate that RNG in some way or another. So he goes for the Rockbiter weapon. He's going to kill my Knife Juggler. He doesn't want to have that out on the field. That's understandable. And he goes for a 1 cost. No, he actually has the coin right there, so he's going to coin into a 2. What do you want to do? No, he's going to save his coin. He's going to wait.
There is little time.
There is little time. Okay. So the Master Swordsmith. Well, should I go for that? Why not? I mean, these guys are going to buff each other. No sense in putting out a totem.
Bring me steel.
More training.
There we go. So now we have a 3/1 and a 1/4. That's pretty crappy, but it's fine. I mean, once again, the 1/4 does not die to his Rockbiter weapon, and if he does decide to attack with the Rockbiter weapon on the Priestess, he takes 3 damage to the face once again, so not that bad, but not in a great spot considering that he has a lot of cards. He hasn't actually used any of his cards. And I am down to 3. I gotta start using my totem more often. And the reason I did it with the Shaman is because he has the RNG hero power, which is the totem. You summon a random totem. There are 4 totems to choose from, and that is the taunt totem, which is 0-2, the healing totem, which is 0-2, the spell power totem, which is 0-2, and the, what is it called? Well, whatever, the 1-1 totem, which can attack by default at least. So I mean, a lot of the times you don't get what you want in your totems, but I mean there's a 25% chance if you don't have any totems of getting what you need. A lot of times what you need is the spell power totem to power things like the Fork Light. So he's taking his sweet time figuring out what he wants to do. Probably not going to have a move next turn. Probably just going to totem. Myself, that is, but we'll see. So he's just letting the clock run here, and what is he just going to leave and go AFK? I hope not, because this would actually make it very unfortunate for our little segment here. Yeah, well, so let's just go ahead and totem, attack him.
More training.
And pass. So we get the buffs, and they go both on the totem, so that's a 1-3 spell power totem. And there's little time for him because, well, the timer ticks out. There you go. He decides to go for the Unbound Elemental. Cancels the timer because he had time to do stuff, and now he's going to fork. Is he gonna double Fork Light? Yeah. Okay. Well, unfortunately for him, though, he didn't hit my my guy quickly enough. So on the first draw, I mean, so he ended up losing that. Okay. So nothing really to worry about here. We are going to not spell power totem. We're just gonna totem, although it is a spell power totem. We're gonna hex that because we can, and there we go. Cool thing about the way I have the deck set up right now is that I essentially have 3 hexes with Tinkmaster Overspark. Although Tinkmaster Overspark, I usually just save him for something big, really big. Okay, so Gelbing Mechator comes out, and it's the chicken gun. That's gonna be bad. Thankfully, the chicken can, transform itself, so sometimes it does that, but more likely than not, it's just gonna hit one of my guys, and it's not gonna be pretty. Next turn, I don't particularly want to drop the Kodo because it, well, I mean, it has a nice ability that can come in handy, especially against this guy. I mean, I can at the very least kill a totem, bringing the Kodo out. So unless he does not bring anything out that I can deal with, we're not gonna do much. Okay, so he brings out a big dude, and we... Oh, that sucks for him. Okay, and there we go. The RNG has given. So yeah, that's how the deck can actually function, and it makes it kind of ridiculous, right? So, I mean, that could have very easily just hit one of my dudes, but it hit his, and it just made him rage quit. So, okay, let's keep on going. We're only about 15 minutes in. I don't know. Maybe we'll only do 2. I guess it all depends on how this next game goes. But, yeah, we may just do 2 games and just call it quits there. It's just a small episode. I mean, I'm not going to go for an hour or anything like this. I'm going to get a little bit repetitive with Constructed, since there's really not a lot of... even though this is an RNG deck, there's not a lot of variance. I mean, at least in Arena, you go up against different things. Okay, so this is a very horrible card. I mean, all of these cards are amazing, but none of them we actually want in the hand. Considering we have 4 cards, I'm going to keep the Lightning Storm just in case he overwhelms with a lot of little guys. But, yeah, all the other guys have to go. Second Lightning Storm, Alarmobot, and things. Well, I guess we're going to toss out an Alarmobot and just hope he takes the bait and tries to kill it. Mad Bomber is an excellent turn 1 play because it can either hit me or hit him, and it hits him once, hits me twice. That's fine. He can use his Fiery War Axe right now and smack it, but he'll take 3 damage to the face, so that kind of equalizes the fact that I took 2 damage from it. Ideal situation though, the Mad Bomber hit him 3 times. 6 damage down now, but not gonna happen. Okay, so the Searing Totem comes out. If he wants to spend his axe on it, that's actually great for us. Next turn, probably gonna Alarmobot, and like I said, try to bait out his weapon on it. Otherwise, the Alarmobot is gonna bring up a Stampeding Kodo, which we kinda don't want, but I guess there wouldn't be much of a problem though. Okay, so in this situation, yeah, we bring out the Alarmobot and make him panic. Into what's gonna happen. The Alarmobot is something that a lot of people do not want to let live because, well, generally speaking, it's gonna bring out something nasty on the field that you don't want to leave alive, right? So the Arathi Weaponsmith gets charged, takes out the Alarmobot, and he actually takes out the totem. Okay, that's fine. So this turn we have... I could be a little cheeky here. Do we pray to the RNG gods? I think we have to, because we don't want to leave that thing alive, and we can't kill it right now with the Kodo. Although... it's not a lot of damage for the ass. I'm gonna risk it. I do have 2 Lightning Storms that I can use a turn after. Oh, there we go. That's excellent for the Lightning Storms. That would actually guarantee that these things die, but, well, let's see if he lets it live, which is unlikely. He's probably just going to... That's not good. Okay. So... we have to hex that thing. We can't kill it like that. We could bring this out, but it dies. Well, it actually doesn't die. Yeah, I think I'll do this. I'll take the damage. We'll stop his chargers, and he can't kill it with his Arathi Weaponsmith, but he can't kill it with the other thing. So I may end up having to hex and Lightning Storm the next turn, because he's probably gonna use a weapon. The what's it called? The Arcanite Reaper. No, okay, good. That's actually excellent for us. And, well, okay. That was weird. He had an Arcanite Reaper in his hand. Okay. Oh. Here's praying to RNGesus. Nope, it's not what we wanted. See if we get the kills. There we go. At least we got the kills there. We're going to be taking a lot of damage here, though. Down to 5. We have 5 mana available the next turn. Oh, I think we're dead, actually.
It's time for a little blood.
One of the cool things, well, not cool things per se, but... Jesus. Okay, we're dead. So yeah, I think we'll go do another game just in case. See if we get anything better. But one of the nice things about the Warsong Commander, it did get changed. It used to essentially just be like a buff on the field that said that all your minions had charge, right? So it was really, well, yeah, overpowered because the they were doing the warriors were doing some one-turn kills, which you can probably still do in some way or another with other minions, but where you would use the what's it called, the Molten Giants, which once you're low in health actually costs 0. So you would just bring those out for 0 and charge, you know, automatically with them and hit for 8 damage. And then you could use things like Brewmasters to bring them back and then bring them back out again for another 0 and deal more 8 damage. So it was a little bit complicated to set up, but it could do like upwards of 50 damage in one turn. So even warriors that would armor up all game would still die anyways. Send that back and see what we get. And a nice thing that happened with this one is that they changed it so that it was minions with 3 or less attack, I think, right? But what happens is that it's now a battle cry. So when your minion comes into the field, the battle cry activates and it gives the minion charge. So even if you lose your Argent, whatever, not Argent, yeah, we don't want to bring out the Swordsmith here. Even if you lose the Warsong Commander, the unit already received the charge, so it'll keep it. Which means that things like the Amani Berserker or even the Raging Worgen, they come out, they get charge, and then you can enrage them on top of that, and they get more damage, more than 3 damage, and they still have the charge. So it's kind of nice. What do we want to do here? Gonna see if he goes for the bait and tries to kill that. Otherwise, well, I mean, getting a Gelbin Mechatorg without anything would be fine. Getting the Master Swordsmith wouldn't hurt that much because, yeah, it only costs 2 mana, but the effect that it has is at the end of the turn, so it wouldn't affect us that much. Would be a waste though, so we're hoping that we get the Gelbin Mechatorg because, yeah, and it forces him to do that. That's exactly what I wanted, like overreactions, because people hate the what's it called, the mana things, the Alarmobots. Okay, so Knife Juggler comes out, we bring out a Master Swordsmith, and the knife misses, so we're gonna have to kill it like that. Now we have 3 guys in the field. It is a Shaman, so he can probably Lightning Strike me here and kill everything, but it's always gonna be a threat, so like I said before, I can't really just be skirting around those threats all the time. He didn't have enough mana for this turn anyway, so it doesn't affect me that much. We can't get Gelbin out there right now, so we're just gonna go ahead and bring out another totem. Hopefully the healing totem. Yeah, it is. There we go. That allows us to trade like this and attack with both, and it heals back my guy to full. The Searing Totem is now up to 3 damage, so that makes it a very nice removal tool, but I think here we're actually going to get Lightning Strike. Yeah. Predictable. I mean, it is a Shaman after all, but that's fine. Clears the board, and that leaves us open for a Gelbin Mechatorg. So, Gelbin Mechatorg! Behold my mighty invention, and that is, ooh, the Emboldener. Let's hope it doesn't embolden his guy. Ah, shit, it emboldened his guy. Well, that's one thing that can happen with the RNG. Ah, damn it. Huh, and in these 3 games, we actually haven't seen Nat Pagel. Oh well. So, what are you gonna do? So we essentially have all 3 hexes on the field right now. He's gonna give him 4 damage just to get rid of my weapon. I suppose that's okay. It would eventually start buffing my guys, so it would make sense. Earthen Ring Farseer comes out. It doesn't really do much here. I'm gonna go ahead and totem, hoping that we get the spell power totem. We don't. That's unfortunate. I don't want a lightning strike just on that, so I think we're just gonna pass. I could Earth Shock that to render it useless, but I don't feel that's necessary. If I had gotten the spell power, though, I would have Fork Lightning to take care of both of them. So, whatever.
I won't stand for that.
Gonna smack him in the face for 6. We have a totem in the field, so it kind of protects us for a little bit, even though Lightning Storms, Lightning Bolt, and Lightning whatever other things are always a threat, but that's fine. I don't particularly like the hand that I have right now, though. Skipping a lot of turns and just summoning a totem is something that I have learned to have to do with this deck quite often because of the fact that I don't have a lot of card draw. So instead of just using cards to use them, I sometimes just have to pass. So here he is going to lava burst my Gelbin? No? Okay. So he's gonna hit my totem and hit me directly. Points into a 1, so that's what, a lightning bolt on me? Earth Shock. Okay. That's a-okay. Ooh, you stare on the hand. Okay, let's go ahead and get a totem. Hoping for the spell power totem. Come on, spell power. There we go. Boom. Pop everything. I get the 3 damage rather than the ones I needed. That's unfortunate. So I guess we're just gonna have to mana block ourselves here quite significantly, in fact. So, lightning bolt. And Earthshock. There we go. We are severely mana blocked, but we killed all he had, and we are essentially ahead. Unfortunately, though, that means no Ysera next turn, which is sad. But we can deal with any threat he can bring out right now, because we have Hexes and Tickmaster. We're going to have, what, 5 mana next turn? So yeah, we can use one of the Hexes and a Totem, so should be fine. So he summons a Totem, Spell Power Totem comes out, so he's going to Lightning Bolt my Gelbin and kill it. Oh, Lightning Storm, okay, well, whatever. It's a nice thing that he wastes on that, though, so I feel like I'm kind of ahead in that situation. Those bring out a Feral Spirit. This is where I hope I can get another one of those, but nope. Mind Control Tech is not really an option here. I'm going to hope that he brings something else, and then we take one of his. We take what is his and we make it ours. So he's going to kill him with the Totem, yeah. Definitely don't want to leave some spell power on the field. And he gets an Earth Elemental. So this is where we use our Tickmaster. Not before we Mind Control, because we can actually get it. So, wait. Spell Power Totem. That is the stupidest thing ever. Well, let's go ahead and
Give that minion a turn.
let's just hex that and get another totem. That was stupid. That did not go very well, but at least we still have our hexes, so. Mana Tide Totem for him, okay. Lightning Bolt gets rid of my 3/3. And he's gonna work through all my guys. Probably even gonna get a Healing Totem. No, another Taunt Totem. So he's got a lot of taunts defending that Mana Tide Totem. So I think it's time, since we can't actually do anything, we're gonna go ahead and kill that. We are going to Ysera. See what we get from Ysera. Probably gonna deal with it this turn. I don't expect her to live much, but hopefully we get a good card. I get a Nightmare. Nightmare's not completely horrible, but it's not what we wanted. Ysera Awakens would have helped a lot here to clear everything out. So he goes for the Hex. Yeah, it's understandable. He is a Shaman.
Mind if I roll need?
I need my other Lightning Strike. How many cards do I have over here? Still 16. I'm barely halfway into my deck. Ability to draw cards is really nice, isn't it? Well, I don't think I want to put Rag. He probably has another Hex in there, and Rag doesn't make much sense considering that everything is rather big. Yeah, next turn destroyed. Okay. That comes out. That comes out, and this doesn't actually make sense to toss it out. So let's just do that. He's gonna toss the Loot Porter at that and attack it with his weapon. Even though that puts him in kind of a risky position, but yeah, he's probably gonna do that. He also has 4 cards and a lot of things on the field. Come on, Lightning Strike, or Lightning Storm, whatever it's called. Bound Elemental. He's gonna lava me in the face. No, Dust Devil. Okay. Come on, Lightning Storm. I need my Lightning Storm. God damn it, no, that's not what I need. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start tossing knives out there. Let's see, how much damage can you do to me? 3, 6, 7, 8, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. He needs 3 damage to kill me.
I wonder.
Put this apple on your head.
Oh, nice hit. Okay, so we're alive now. And it hits something that doesn't really matter much. I'm gonna get hexed again on it, so that's that. I do like having my Rag and my Ysera, but I don't think they're gonna survive much, but, well, at least they're there. Knife Juggler, though, is gonna die, so I don't expect much. Well, this game is not going very well. But, again, it is RNG. Sometimes it's just amazing, sometimes it's not. You don't want to silence Rag, though, because Rag attacks. He cannot attack by default, so usually you just leave him there or get rid of him. Doomhammer is not going to give you enough to kill me unless you have like a lightning bolt or something. That gives you enough to kill me. Okay, so he wins. Come on, hurry up. Wait, I don't think he actually has enough to kill me. Does he have a lightning bolt in his hand?
There is little time.
Come on, hurry up. If you actually have something, just do it. Nope. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Fine, let's go ahead and throw the Mad Bomber out there. That should do it for us. We can't really stop him in any way, shape, or form, so yeah, it's gonna do it. Okay, well, that's a disappointing early run there. Kind of want to do another run just to not end it at this disappointing point, but whatever. We'll just call it there and pick it up some other time. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I guess I have to pray to RNGesus a little bit harder so that we can win. See you later.